We're on, excuse me, we're on to the end of our study guide here, and we're expected to draw all the lines of symmetry for the shapes that are symmetrical. So looking at letter A, this is a common misconception. A lot of you guys always think, oh, I could go this direction, this direction, this direction. But you know, if you actually folded a rectangular piece of paper, you are not going to have symmetrical lines going diagonal. You're going to actually have, if you fold this over top, pieces of paper showing on the other side. And we learned this last week about mirror images. And we learned how symmetrical shapes don't have anything sticking out on other sides of each other. They're the exact same size, the exact same shape. They're just opposite directions when you do your lines of symmetry. So this is actually incorrect. Lines of symmetry on a rectangle are going to be here and here. Onto an oval, we could fold our oval this way, we could fold it, and that's it. It's the same thing as the rectangle. We would run into that issue with pieces of the oval showing once we folded it from the other direction. And then this last piece we can fold it here, we can fold it here, and that's it. Because you have two obtuse angles here and you have two acute angles here, then this is all the possibility you have of folding this without having anything show. So don't have a misconception of that. On to number 14, this says to draw the other half to make a symmetric shape. And remember the strategy I gave you. Don't just look at this and just try to draw it. Rather, take one line segment at a time and think it through carefully. Let's start with this middle one. Let's go right from the middle down to 1. Then we're going to come back up here to the top piece, and I notice that this guy goes all the way out to the corner. So let's take him all the way out to the corner. Same thing on the other side over here, all the way out to the corner. And then we have this little interesting piece here. Inward. There's your mirror image and your other half of your symmetric shape. On to the very last test question here, or study guide question, number 15. This is one of those multi-step number stories that you just did earlier this week. It says, 4 neighbors pay Patrick to do yard work. So I'm going to stop there, and I'm imagining this boy Patrick, and he has 4 different neighbors who pay him to do their yard work. Patrick needs to earn $150. That's a lot of money. If each neighbor pays Patrick $15 to mow their lawns and $8 to pull weeds, how much money will Patrick need to reach his goal? So I'm going to stop and think here. I know that Patrick is going to get $15 from 4 neighbors, and he's also going to get $8 from 4 neighbors. And I have to find out how much money he needs more to reach his $150 goal. So this is going to be a subtraction problem plus an addition and a multiplication problem all in. Here's our number model with an unknown. I'm going to start with $150 because that's his goal. I'm going to subtract out of that what I need to find out that he's earning. 4 neighbors paying him $15, so 4 times 15. That's going to give me the total that he gets for mowing lawns. Then I'm also going to add to that 4 neighbors times $8 for pulling weeds. However, it's really, really important that I do these first 2 steps in parentheses first before I ever subtract from 150. So I'm actually going to add a second set of parentheses here to show I got to do this first and this first, all before I ever touch the $150. This is going to give me the, I don't know, let's say M for money that he needs. So let's solve. 15 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20, 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. So he's getting $60 here. 4 times 8 is 32. I'm going to then add 60 plus 32, which gives me $92. And then I'm going to subtract $150 from 92. 150 minus 92. I do 2 take away 0, or 0 take away 2, so I'm going to come over and borrow. 10 minus 2 is 8. 14 minus 9 is 5. Oops, my 8 didn't show up, did it? And 0 minus nothing, 0. So he still needs $58 to buy whatever it is that he needs that $150 for. I hope this was helpful today. If you need to go back at any point to review, feel free to rewatch this video. Good luck on your test tomorrow, and I will see you later. Thanks for listening.